Good morning, everybody. I'm Coach Tom. Welcome to my channel, Creating Your New Reality. I'm a self-actualization coach. That means that I help people cultivate, develop, and then express their true authentic selves in the areas of their relationships, their personal development, and their careers. Are you ready? Let's go. Now, you're watching this video on a Sunday, probably about mid-morning is when it's scheduled to come out. And on Sundays, I like to talk things of a more spiritual nature because that is a very important component to developing the true authentic self. It's my belief that you have to have some sort of a spiritual system as part of your overall operating system. Okay, it's very important. I don't think you can neglect it because the things that happen to us on this earth, the things that we make manifest, they always happen up in the spiritual realm, and then they are made manifest here on this plane of existence. Okay, that's the way of things. To me, that is a natural law. So I talk a lot about spiritual things. You'll hear me reference Christianity. It's not that I'm a Bible thumper. I don't really identify as a Christian anymore, but much of my training really came from a sect of Christianity that was called the Word Faith Movement. Okay, you could look it up. Heavily influenced by Florence Scovel Shinn, heavily influenced by Neville Goddard, and in the late 70s and 80s, those forms of teachings really came back to the forefront, especially in the Pentecostal world. You look up pastors like Kenneth Hagin, Creflo Dollar, Charles Capps, John Avanzini. It's all there, okay? So, and they've all got their different spin on it, but I just want to let you know where I'm coming from. And I'm not a practicing Buddhist or anything like that. I'm learning as I go for a lot of different things. And the more I travel in these realms, the more I realize that we're all really talking about the same thing. So I just don't want you to get the impression that I'm some right-wing Bible thumper because I'm really not. But I will tell you that the Bible itself is a primer on manifesting, okay? And they used to laugh at these word faith Christians. They would call it the name it and claim it bunch. And I'll tell you what, it really is, you can claim things, name things, claim things as your very own. It's all in the Word. That's not the subject of today's teaching, by the way, but I just wanted to get that out there. I know I've picked up a lot of new subscribers in the last month or so, so I want to go back and revisit this because it's an important topic to me, okay? So I want you guys to have a firm foundation in what I'm sharing. That way, what I say later down the road makes some sense. So feel free to take notes, grab a cup of coffee, your beverage of choice. Doesn't matter to me, but I want you to plug in and get something out of this. And I really appreciate you tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share. Tell the world what we're doing, okay? We're just going gangbusters here. It's a beautiful thing. I love each and every one of you. You need something as far as more support, applying what I talk about to your daily situation. Go ahead, hit my email up. It's down there in the box below. I've got a ton of Facebook pages. I'll be rolling out a Facebook group here very soon. As soon as I wrap my head around on some things, what format I'd like that to take. So all kinds of good stuff is coming. Okay, so that's the crass commercialism is done. So let's dive in, all right? Now, I want to talk about today about prayer. Okay, what is prayer? Now, we all know that prayer is petitioning God, talking to our Creator, talking to the God of our understanding, whatever that is. You talking to the universe. Some of us, you could talk to trees if you're more of a druidic, Wiccan, pagan type of a thing. You can talk to trees. In my Native American path, do I talk to animal spirits? I sure do. Okay, I let them talk to me. I talk to them. It's all a beautiful thing. Now, when you really break it down, when you look at what prayer really is, it's just directed energy, okay? Because my thoughts, my words, because you can pray just mentally assenting just to yourself in your mental diet. You can just talk to your Creator. That's one way to do it. I like to talk out loud, okay? I'm a loudmouth. I want to be heard, okay? And the cool thing, when I pray out loud, it also reaffirms to my inner man what I've got going on and what I want to get done, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm building faith all the way around. So I like that. That's how I pray. Now, what forms can it take? What forms can prayer take? You can do something, we're all familiar with the Lord's Prayer. If you don't know it, it's the one that goes, Our Father who art in heaven, da 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 da. Now, the danger of having something that's the Lord's Prayer, that is like that, okay? That's this formulaic thing that you learn by rote. You learn it as a kid. You repeat it, you repeat it, you repeat it. If you are not careful, okay, if you're not actively, emotionally, and mentally participating in what you're doing, okay, it's just going to be a thing you say, all right? It's going to be just laboring in vain to no effect. All right. Now, I get yelled at a lot by my Christian friends about this. I don't believe that taking the Lord's name in vain is saying, God damn it, okay, or being blasphemous. I mean, it could, but to me, if you look up the word vain, it's not just vanity. It's laboring to no effect. All right. So I look at it this way. If I just park my ass down in front of my altar, or I go to church on Sundays and I just follow along with what the guy up front is doing, all right, that's laboring in vain. I'm not getting anything out of that, because 9 times out of 10, I'm thinking about, can this guy shut up soon enough for me to hit the breakfast buffet and go get some waffles before the Baptists down the street get to my waffles? Okay, that's what most of us are thinking. I'm sorry to say it, most of us half-ass our faith walk, and the results show it, okay? And unfortunately, the industry of Christianity, it's really easy to fall into that trap, all right? And by the time you're done, the pastor says so many things, you don't even know what the hell you were supposed to learn, okay? So that's a danger of that. Now, one of the beautiful things, if you write out the Lord's Prayer and you look at what's actually in there, you'll notice it starts with forgiveness. Forgive us our sins. Okay, because forgiveness is the most powerful thing that you can do for yourself and for other people. It moves mountains. And that's something we'll talk about in a different video. But some of the old sacred texts they're there for a reason, okay? Because they're powerful. They work. You look at any spiritual system. I don't care if it's Christianity. You look at the ancient texts, Sanskrit, the mantras, the things. It's all very good stuff, okay? And these are things that are worth making a study of, all right? And incorporating them into your system. I want you to go find a path that works for you. If you don't have a path, I recommend that you find one that works for you. The one that you're currently on, I want you to dive into deeper, okay? And really make it work for you. Make it yours, okay? Make it so you're not following what the televangelist says or the minister says. I mean, referring back to Christianity, the whole point of the death and resurrection of Jesus was to tear the veil between us and what's going on upstairs, okay? So if that's true, all right, if there's no more veil, I don't need somebody telling me how to have an experience, all right? I don't need somebody. You got to make it yours. You always have to make it yours. And this is what your prayer time does, all right? They always tell you, the pastors, when they run out of answers, when they can't handle your incessant questions about why your life isn't changing, they all fall back to the same thing. They tell you to get in your prayer closet, work it out, talk to God, let him talk to you, all right? So it works. So that's why I'm telling you all this. So you can develop a practice of your very own, all right, to do this. Now, another form that it can take, your prayers, write your own, okay? There's no crime in that. What do you want to get done? What do you want to talk to God about, all right? What do you want to talk to Source about? What energetic things do you want to make manifest, okay? Don't be afraid to write those down and read them, okay? You prepare yourself, you calm down, light a candle, play some music, do whatever you feel, okay, and write it down. I do that a lot, all right. I actually have some prayers written down that, depending on what I'm trying to invoke, what I'm trying to get done, I follow my script, okay. It's nothing wrong with that. You can write your own. Do you know, this is probably a new thought for some of you. Do you know that you are that powerful of a creator that you can write your own prayers? And Source Energy will listen. Did you know that? Isn't that cool? All right. I got really energized when I learned this. And something else that you can do for your prayer time, it doesn't have to be a formalized, ritualized thing. You may say, Tom, you know what? I'm too cool for school. I don't do this formal, ritualized stuff. I want to go sit in the woods and talk to God. Great. And I'll tell you how to do that, because I like to do that too. And again, you don't need to always just make a circle and and sit in a circle of rocks and talk to God. You don't have to be that formal about it. But while you're on that hike, you can walk around. When you're walking on the trail, you could say, you know what, God, thank you. I appreciate this stream that I'm about to cross. I appreciate these trees. I love the sound of the leaves crunching beneath my feet. Oh, I love hearing the birds. What kind of bird is that? Thank you for gifting me with that. You can do that. And you can also say things to yourself about yourself. You know what? You can remind yourself, you know what? Because I'm taking care of, all these beasts of the field, they're taken care of by their creator. I'm taken care of too. Everything's going to be all right. You know what? I believe nothing but great things. I'm launching this business, and I'm going to put all this effort into it, and it's all going to come back. Thank you for taking care of me, universe. Thank you for never letting me down. And you ruminate on things. You meditate on things while you're hiking, while you're walking. And you say certain things like a mantra that, you know what? I am surrounded by love. I'm surrounded by love everywhere I go. I have the best kids. My dog loves me. I can't believe it. I am so blessed that I've got all these cats in my house, and they love me and I love them. These are mantras. They're just as valid as a spiritual mantra that you would learn in a yoga class. Okay, you think that because some guy wrote something that's what you have to follow. You are a powerful creator. Okay, so you speak, you walk through the woods, and you talk to creator. You talk to yourself. You talk to the creator that indwells within you. Okay, and you talk about things that you want to have manifest. All right. And this is what I'm really getting at, people. All right, you need a mindset, okay, when you're communicating with creation. You need a mindset, all right? I don't like law of attraction, because attracting means that it's out there, over there, under there, up there, out there in some other zip code, okay, that if I jump through enough hoops and I get myself in alignment, it's all going to come to me, all right? I call horseshit. What you need to do, all right, is follow the law of assumption. Assume it's done. You've got it. Creation's finished, people. All right. Everything is made. It's waiting for you. You have to just assume it's yours. We can have what we say. Our problem is we keep saying what we have. When you go through life and all you do is say, I got more bills than I can pay. I've got a boss that hates me. I've got everything sucks, and my cat looks at me cross-eyed when I walk in the house. All right. All you're doing is manifesting more of that. That's what you're doing. Okay, and because you're assuming, you're claiming that. You're saying, I have this. Well, that's what you get more of, all right? Say something different to yourself, okay? What I want you to do is talk good to yourself. Talk good about yourself. Talk about the good things. Be in a space of I have and I am. I have a great job. I don't care if you don't have a great job in the natural. I have a great job. Opportunities are coming to me. And that's how these things flow. You want better relationships? You want a relationship period? You know what? I have great relationships. I'm a great friend. People love to be around me because I'm giving to people, and people give to me. Okay? These are the things that you speak. These are the things that you talk about. I am protected. I am blessed. I don't need to fear anything because I have a host of protectors that surround me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. That's a pretty cool mantra. You can adopt that one. That's a nice one. That's what I'm saying. And these are all prayers. Again, they're not like some formalized, ritualized thing where I'm going to sit in a temple and light a candle and hit a gong 3 times and lay in just a perfect pose and all that. You can do that if you want to. You truly can, all right? Not denigrating any of that. I do certain things like that speak to me, okay? But you can just be driving down the street and you can call the good things into existence, and that's your morning prayer time. Utilize that drive to work. Utilize that windshield time. Utilize that drive to the grocery store, okay? Whatever you got. You can't tell me you don't have time. You have time. I don't care how busy you are. People who are busier than you, with more kids than you, with a whole lot more going on than you, get it done and have a very full spiritual life, okay? And this is how to do it. You grab it on the margins when you can, and it will all work out. So, these are the things that I wanted to get across to you guys today. So pray often, and just don't be afraid to make it yours, and just push for that relationship. Okay, work as hard on developing a relationship with spirit as you do everything else in your life, and the blessings will be 1,000-fold. So thank you so very much for tuning in today. I love you guys. Happy Sunday. Be blessed. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.